Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of U.S. English Fluency. I'm Cris, and today we're diving deep into one of the most asked questions in the world of language learning. How do I become fluent in English? Let's be honest, everyone wants a shortcut, a magic app, a secret formula, but fluency doesn't come from just watching videos or downloading an app. It comes from real, consistent, meaningful practice. And today, I'm going to tell you the truth. Not just what sounds good, but what really works. Whether you're a complete beginner or someone stuck at the intermediate level, this episode is for you. You might be thinking, why am I still struggling to speak confidently even after studying English for years? You're not alone. Many learners reach a point where they can understand some English, maybe read or write a little, but speaking fluently? That feels impossible. I've worked with thousands of learners around the world, and trust me, the solution is not in studying harder, but in learning smarter. So get ready. Grab a notebook if you can, or just listen closely. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clear roadmap to finally become fluent in English. Let's begin. Before we talk about how to become fluent, let's define what fluency actually means. Fluency is not about having perfect grammar. It's not about using big words. Fluency is about being able to express your thoughts smoothly and naturally, even if you make small mistakes. Think of a child learning their first language. They speak with confidence even when their grammar isn't perfect. That's fluency. So when I say become fluent, I mean you can understand others clearly, you can speak without long pauses or fear, you can respond quickly in real conversations, and you feel comfortable expressing your ideas. Fluency is about flow, not perfection. That mindset alone can change everything. Stop trying to sound like a native speaker. Aim to communicate clearly and confidently. We don't want to wait years to sound perfect. We want to speak fluently now, even if it's not perfect yet. Let's start with something important. The myths that block your progress. Myth 1. You need to live in an English-speaking country to become fluent. Wrong. Thousands of people have become fluent without ever leaving their hometowns. With the internet, podcasts, YouTube, and online communities, the English world is at your fingertips. Myth 2. You need to memorize thousands of words. Nope. Most fluent speakers use about 2,000 to 3,000 words in daily conversation. Focus on high-frequency vocabulary and phrases you actually use. Myth 3. Grammar is the key to fluency. This is a trap. Grammar is helpful, but it's not the secret. You know why native speakers sometimes say, "I ain't goin'"? Because fluency is about communication, not grammar tests. Myth 4. You must speak perfectly. Perfect doesn't exist. Even native speakers pause, make mistakes, and correct themselves. Myth 5. You need talent. Talent helps, sure, but fluency is more about consistency than talent. It's like going to the gym. The more you train your English muscles, the stronger you get. So, before we go any deeper, I want you to forget these myths. Let go of the lies. Because if you believe in these myths, you'll hold yourself back forever. From now on, we focus on progress, not perfection. Let's move on to what really works. Now, here's the truth most teachers won't tell you. The secret to fluency isn't just learning English, it's living in English. What do I mean by that? I mean turning English from something you study into something you experience every single day. Let me introduce you to the most powerful habit I've ever seen in my students. Daily English immersion, even if it's just 30 minutes a day. Every day, you should listen to real English, podcasts, videos, songs. Read short articles, Instagram posts, or dialogues. Speak to yourself or shadow native speakers. Think in English, not just translate.
It's like training a muscle. You can't go to the gym once a week and expect results. You need daily repetition, small, focused actions every day. Don't wait for motivation. Build a routine. Make it automatic, like brushing your teeth. Wake up. Listen to a 5-minute English podcast. Lunch break, shadow one English sentence. Evening, read one article or watch a YouTube video with subtitles. Before bed, speak to yourself for 3 minutes about your day. This daily habit is more powerful than studying grammar for 2 hours once a week. Consistency builds fluency, and it starts today.
So many learners say, I understand English, but I can't speak it. Sound familiar? The reason is not your vocabulary or grammar, it's fear. Fear of mistakes, fear of judgment, fear of sounding silly. Let me be real with you. You'll never speak fluently if you wait until you feel ready. Fluency grows through speaking, not before speaking. Here's what to do. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing. I'm making coffee now. I need to go to the store. Talk to your reflection in the mirror. You'll feel silly at first, but it works. Use the shadowing technique. Listen to a native speaker and repeat immediately. Same rhythm, tone, and speed. You're not just learning words, you're training your brain and mouth to work together. Record yourself. Speak about your day or answer simple questions like, what did I do today? Or what are my goals? Then listen to your recording. You'll notice mistakes and fix them naturally. Find a speaking partner. Even 10 minutes a week can make a difference. Use apps like HelloTalk, Tandem, or even WhatsApp with a friend who's also learning English. Most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're not failures. They're signs that you're growing. The only way to be a confident speaker is to speak.
Here's one of the biggest mindset shifts you need to make. Stop translating, start thinking in English. I know, it's not easy. You've probably been translating in your head for years. You hear English, you translate it into your language, you think of a response, then translate it back to English. That's exhausting, and it slows you down. Fluent speakers don't translate. They think directly in English. How do you do that? Start with simple thoughts. I'm hungry. It's a sunny day. I need to finish this project. Next, describe your actions as you go through the day. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm going to work. I'm cooking lunch. Then move to internal conversations. Why am I tired today? What should I do this weekend? I think I need a break. It feels awkward at first, but your brain learns quickly. The more you think in English, the faster your fluency grows. Use your phone to help. Set your phone language to English. Use English reminders. Speak short sentences to yourself in the mirror. Thinking in English is a daily practice, not a switch you flip. But once you start doing it, even for a few minutes a day, you'll notice a difference. You'll speak faster, respond quicker, understand more. The goal is to make English your default mode.
And another mistake I see often, learners focus too much on individual words. But fluent speakers don't speak in single words. They speak in chunks or phrases. Instead of learning go, to, school, learn the phrase go to school. Instead of how are you, learn how are you doing. Phrases give you ready-to-use language. They help you speak faster, more naturally, and with better rhythm. Here's how you can train yourself. Collect useful phrases from movies, YouTube, or podcasts. Write them in a notebook. Say them aloud, again and again. Make them part of your speaking toolbox. Use them in context. Create sentences from them. For example, can I ask you something? Let me think about it. I'm not sure, to be honest. These are phrases that native speakers use every day. If you memorize 500 useful phrases, You'll sound much more fluent than someone who memorized 5,000 individual words. Also, don't be afraid to imitate others. Copy the phrases you hear. Copy their intonation. Copy the pauses. Fluency is not about being original. It's about being natural. So next time you learn a new word, ask yourself, what phrase is this word used in? Then memorize the whole phrase, not just the word. Trust me, this changes everything. We live in a world that always wants something new. New videos, new content, new apps. But when it comes to fluency, repetition beats variety. Let me repeat that. Repetition beats variety. Why? Because repetition builds automaticity, the ability to respond without thinking. That's what fluency is. Let me give you an example. Let's say you listen to one podcast episode 5 times. By the 5th time, you understand more. You start to predict what's coming. You hear small details you missed before. You start speaking with it. This is shadowing. Compare that to listening to 5 different episodes once. You hear more variety, but you remember almost nothing. So instead of always chasing new material, repeat what works. Repeat videos you enjoy, dialogues you understand, phrases you want to master. Repetition builds confidence. Repetition builds fluency. Repetition makes English automatic. Here's a quick tip. Choose a short 2-minute video or dialogue. Listen to it every day for 7 days. Shadow it. Pause and repeat it. Speak it out loud. After 7 days, you'll own that English. It will become part of you. Don't be afraid to be boring. Repetition is what makes you sharp.
Here's a hard truth. If your environment is in your native language, your brain will stay in your native language. But if you build an English-rich environment, one that surrounds you daily, your brain will adapt faster than you think. So, how do we do that? You don't need to live in the US or the UK to live in English. You can create an English world right where you are. Here's how. Change your phone, apps, and computer to English. You check your phone 50 times a day. That's 50 chances to see and think in English. Follow English-speaking YouTubers and creators. Make your YouTube recommendations full of native English. Comedy, news, daily vlogs, whatever you enjoy. Listen to English podcasts while walking, cooking, or commuting. Turn wasted time into learning time. Stick English notes around your house. Label objects like mirror, door, fridge. Simple but effective. Follow English Instagram or TikTok accounts. One good 30-second video can teach you more than an hour in a textbook. This constant exposure creates what I call an English bubble. Even if you speak your native language at work or home, your brain starts to switch to English more often. You'll begin to see English everywhere, and that changes everything. Remember, your environment shapes your habits. Your habits shape your fluency.
Let me ask you something. Would you build a house without a blueprint? Would you take a road trip without a map? Of course not. So why try to become fluent in English without a plan? You don't need a complex schedule. You need a simple, consistent plan that fits your life. Here's an example fluency plan anyone can follow. Morning, 10 to 15 minutes. Listen to a short podcast or video. Write down 3 new phrases or expressions. Repeat them out loud, shadowing style. Afternoon, 5 to 10 minutes. Think in English during your lunch or break. Describe what you're doing. I'm eating rice. I feel tired. Speak out loud if you can. Evening, 15 to 20 minutes. Watch one video you like, with or without subtitles. Pause and repeat interesting sentences. Record yourself speaking about your day in English. Weekend, 1 to 2 hours total. Review everything you learned. Have a 15-minute conversation with a partner or tutor. Watch a movie or show fully in English. You can adjust this plan, but the key is daily input,
Daily output, daily practice. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start today, even if it's only 10 minutes. Because fluency isn't about how fast you learn. It's about how regularly you show up.
And let me finish with something from the heart. Fluency can feel like a mountain, but I want you to remember this. Every fluent speaker you admire once couldn't say a single word in English. They struggled. They doubted themselves. They felt embarrassed, frustrated, and stuck, just like you might feel now. But they didn't quit. They showed up. Day after day, word after word, mistake after mistake, they kept going. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need a teacher every day. You don't even need confidence at first. What you need is commitment. You need to decide, this is who I want to become. So say it with me now. I will become fluent in English. I will not stop. I will speak. I will think in English. I will live in English. I will become the version of me that speaks with confidence and power. You are not alone. Every step you take counts. Every sentence you say, every video you watch, every time you try, it matters. This journey is not easy, but it is worth it. And I'm here, cheering for you, because I believe in you, because I've seen it happen, and because your future self, the fluent, confident, fearless you, is waiting. So go now. Start today. And never give up. You've got this. And I'll see you in the next episode.